local sports all throughout the River Valley. They're committed to the area. It's just another way they show that. When you're in the market for dentures, wisdom teeth, or whatever the case may be, remember Lakeside Oral Facial and Dental Implant Surgery, and check out their website at lakesideofs.com. Lakeside Oral Surgery, helping make the broadcast of local sports throughout the River Valley possible.
Money, they say it greases the wheels of commerce. Everybody has to have a little now and again. If you're a little low on cash, bring your old, unwanted, or broken gold or silver jewelry in the Joshua Spine.
If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, we're 12 minutes away. They ran a little late. We're 12 minutes away from the starting lineups. So if you need to do something, you got 12 minutes before we tip off.
How many times have you had to go without your heating or your air unit when you needed it most? Your family's freezing or sweating and they look to you for relief. You call someone and they say it's going to cost an arm and a leg to fix. Do you really feel like you have a choice? Well, now you do. Call Tony at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air at 479-964-4004 for a free second opinion from a guy you can trust to take care of you and your family and get that unit running without all the extra charges. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
Welcome back. The Russellville Lady Cyclones going to take on Greenwood tonight. We're about just under 11 minutes away from the starting lineups being introduced and the opening tip here, so running just a little bit late here. Now, still should be off the air in time for the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys, who's going to be taking on Harding. The Golden Suns game against Harding has been canceled due to COVID issues on the Harding side. And I was talking with Coach Dave Wilbers of the Golden Suns, and you know there's a minimum games that they have to play in order to be eligible for postseason play, and I think you have to play something like 11 games, and they've only played 4 with 10 more games scheduled, so it's running short for the Golden Suns. We're hoping they'll get enough games to be eligible, or they get something waived or something like that. But no Golden Sun game tonight. We'll have Wonder Boy action that's supposed to tip off at 7:30, and we'll be off the air before then for Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys basketball. Lady Cyclones taking on probably the best team in 5A. I keep saying 6A. It used to be 6A. 6A is the highest classification, but number one team in 5A, Greenwood. Lady Bulldogs 13-3 on the season, and just like the Lady Cyclones, they are undefeated in conference play. Greenwood and the Lady Cyclones both 4-0. Now Valonia is sitting there at third, technically, because there's a tie for first. They are 5-1. However, the loser of this game, Valonia, will actually jump up into second place by a half game because they played one more game than both of these teams. Lady Cyclones go on the road to Valonia. So, look, Russell played 3 games last week. It was tough to play 3 games in a week, especially when you add in that one of those games was on the road at Mountain Home. This week may be tougher because you go back-to-back road games with probably the top 2 teams in the conference, Greenwood and Valonia. Now, having said these are the 2 best teams in the conference, on paper, that's what they said now, or what it was. Valonia has already played against Greenwood, and Greenwood took Valonia to school, beat them by 19, and I watched about 3 quarters of that game. It was a 9-point game at the end of the first quarter, and then Greenwood poured it on and never looked back, and the game wasn't as close as 19 points. Greenwood has won their games very easily. 19 points has actually been their closest game. They defeated Van Buren, Valonia, as we said. Siloam Springs, they beat Siloam by 39. They beat Mountain Home by 35. They've mercy ruled 3 of their 4 conference victories. And hopefully we can give them a good game. Hopefully we can hand them a loss tonight. Greenwood, their only losses on the season has been to 6A teams. They lost a 4-point game against Conway, a 2-point game against Northside, and a 12-point game against Bentonville. That have been their only 3 losses, as they are 13-3 on the season, coached by Clay Reeves. For the Lady Cyclones, they are 10-5 on the season. Surprise? Well, a lot of people thought that Russellville might have a chance at getting like the 5 or 6 spot in the conference. Right now, they're tied for first. They have played unbelievably well. 4-0 in conference play under Ryan Court, who's in his first season here at Russellville. It's his 17th season as a head coach, his first at Russellville and his first as the coach of a girls basketball team in high school. He came over here from White County Central and transferred with his daughter, who is playing for the Lady Cyclones, Jaden Court, who has been offered by a few schools, including Arkansas Tech. Jaden, a junior. But Ryan Court, 370 wins in his coaching career. He coached at Subiaco, or he played at Subiaco, then played at University of Ozarks for Johnny Johnson, who is the head coach there, and he's actually the athletic director at Russellville. Coach Court, out of college, he coached at Emerson, Sheridan, White County Central. Did have a stop in there at Mountain Home, where he was an assistant coach there also. The Lady Cyclones taking on the Greenwood Lady Bulldogs. We'll take a break, come back with more of your pregame show. You're listening to Lady Cyclone Basketball on 102.3.
How can I help you?
Can you turn on the porch light? I can't see anything.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Ow!
Not every innovation is helpful, but the new ITMs at First State Bank can help you achieve your banking needs at the push of a button. Interact with local tellers, cash a check, and more, right from your car. Plus, ITMs are open weekdays from 7 to 7. To learn more about First State Bank's new innovative services, go to fsbitm.com.
If you're watching us on YouTube, you're listening to our simulcast, the radio broadcast, and that's why we have the ads. We are 6 minutes away from the starting lineup.
Treat people like you would expect to treat family. Kubota has you covered. Construction equipment, farm equipment, zero-turn mowers. Go by today and see the family at River Valley Tractor, 702 Weir Road in Russellville. Call them today at 968-3795. That's 968-3795.
For over 70 years, Old South Restaurant at 1330 East Main Street in Russellville has been faithfully serving the River Valley. Whether it's starting your day with a good old-fashioned breakfast or helping you make it through the workday with a hearty home-styled lunch, and of course serving your family with a dinner that would even make your mama proud. Old South Restaurants on Main Street in Russellville. We're here for you.
We're here for you, so come on by Old South.
There are so many places to buy a vehicle, and so many brands to choose from. Here at Phil Wright Auto Place, we're proud of our River Valley roots. And every day, we're providing families with safe, dependable vehicles from Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Toyota. We were founded at a time your handshake was as good as your word. Since then, the vehicles have changed and the people have aged. Well, we're still the same families we were back then. Come experience why so many families are trusting Phil Wright Auto Place here in Russellville. Or shop us online at philwright.com.
Welcome back, Lady Cyclones and Greenwood Lady Bulldogs getting ready to play. We're still about 4.5 minutes away from the starting lineup. This is a makeup game because the game was canceled due to COVID issues. Lady Cyclones had 3 games canceled due to COVID-related issues. They made up one. They made up the home game against Greenbrier on Thursday night. They're making this one up tonight. And the third game they missed is at Alma. And if you are thinking about that, and it's like, when are they going to Alma? They're actually going to go there on Wednesday, February the 10th. So the week of February the 9th or February the 8th, that week, Lady Cyclones will have 3 games that week, and 2 of those games will be against Alma. They'll play Greenbrier on the 9th at Greenbrier. They'll go to Alma on Wednesday, and then back home on that Friday to host Alma. So that right now has been all the games that the Lady Cyclones have missed. And so they're going to make those up. It's very important for these teams to make them up because if any game is canceled for any conference and they make it up, then everything goes normal as far as making state. You have to finish in the top 4 to make the state tournament, top 4 of your conference. Should any conference game be canceled for any reason, but of course COVID-related issues this year, if any of those games are canceled and not made up, then you must play a conference tournament. Most of the coaches don't want to play the conference tournament because it becomes a logistical issue where you have to play at different places, and it's a lot of travel over a lot of days, pulling kids out of class. So most of the conferences are doing everything they can to avoid that at Class 5A and 6A. Now, when you drop down to 4A, they're used to playing a conference tournament and then a regional tournament and then a state tournament. And it's not as weary on them because they can play that conference tournament. They win one game, they immediately are in the next tournament. So But as far as Class 5A and 6A, a lot more importance is placed on conference games because leading up to this year, and hopefully this year, you have to finish in the top 4 of your conference in order to qualify for the state tournament. And so that's why there's been a big push to get all these games in. Now, as we said, Lady Cyclones had 3 games canceled due to COVID. They made up one of those games last week. The Lady Cyclones had a 3-game week last week, went 3-0. And that was talking to some of my basketball friends. They were kind of expected maybe 2-1 might be a good week because they weren't sure how they would face up against Greenbrier. Not sure about that long trip to Mountain Home. That's a good 3 hours in a school bus. Lady Cyclones won that one, and it was Jaden Court who had a fantastic week. And she was actually mentioned in the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Highlighted her, the junior, last week. If you look at it, she scored 22 points in the victory against Mountain Home, 19 points in the victory against Greenbrier, and 20 points against Siloam Springs. A fantastic week for Jaden Court. Her father, Coach Ryan Court, said he told me before the Mountain Home game, said you're going to see a change because she had dropped a little bit in scoring. And he says we're going to do some different things with her on offense, get her more involved in passing the basketball and rotate her around, have her play the wing, the point, posting up. And you saw it open up so many things, but not just the scoring. She's excelled in assists in the last 3 games last week, and it's really helped the Lady Cyclones because when you look at those victories, I mean, they beat Mountain Home by 16 points. They beat Greenbrier by 16, and then Siloam Springs on Friday night, they won 43-33. So a big week for the Lady Cyclones last week. That's why they're sitting tied for first and 4-0 in conference play. Lady Cyclones have 3 games this week and 2 of their toughest, and Greenwood tonight, Valonia tomorrow, and then on Friday they start playing teams they've already seen again or played before as Van Buren. You start that turnaround. They'll host Van Buren on Friday night. Both teams getting ready to be introduced. We're going to do the national anthem, so we're going to take a break and come back with the starting lineup and the tip-off. You're listening to Lady Cyclone Basketball on 102.3.
Arkansas Tire and Auto Service, we're more than just tires. Consistent, responsive, honest and fair.
Importantly, if you need delivery, if you need curbside pickup, you need C&D Drugstore on the corner of B and Commerce in downtown Russellville, a 60-year tradition.
The right roof starts with the right roofer. That's why you should trust Miller Roofing Company. They're not just good, they're great. Miller Roofing has been serving our River Valley since 1991. Choosing an established company ensures upfront quality and back-end support for your home or business. Did you know the average roofing company lasts only 4 years? Mature, proven, and established companies carry the least risk, and that's what Miller Roofing's all about. Get your free estimate today by calling 479-890-3499 or visit miller-roofing.net.
Welcome back. The Lady Cyclones just being introduced, and we'll give you those starting lineups right now. Lady Cyclones going to start off with Sarah Velasquez. She's a 5'8 senior wearing number 2. Now, Sarah was injured in the Greenbrier game. Remember, she had injury against Bentonville West, had knee surgery, came back in 4 weeks, is fine. Tweaked it a little bit in the Greenbrier game, only played about the 2.5 quarters. Did start Friday. It did seem to affect her a little bit. but she was able to start and play and got a big steal in the end of that game and a layup. But she is going to start tonight. Brenna Burke, number 3, the 5'6" freshman. Number 10, Jaden Court, 5'11" junior. The 5'11" senior, number 25, Pilar Handy. And Talia Eagley, number 35, the 6' freshman. Again, keep saying this all year because it's important. 2 freshmen start. Haven Clements, a senior. Ali Saki, a senior, number 15. 23, Kinley Fisher, a senior, number 24. Cadence Youngwolf, the junior. Likes to shoot threes and layups, and they press all the time. They win the opening tip. The first thing they do when they get down the corner is Fisher travels with the basketball. But expect big-time press from Greenwood, and that's what they like to do. And Lady Cyclones got to weather the storm. Look, you're going to turn the ball over at times. You just need to limit as much as possible and maximize your offensive opportunities. And when it's what the Lady Cyclones, they worked on this a lot. They break the press this first time. Jaden Court double-teamed in the front court, finding the open man. They'll get in the corner. Brenna Burke sees the double team. Picks up her dribble, needs some help. A reach in, and a jump ball is going to be called. That was awfully quick on the jump ball call. It'll belong to Russellville, though. They'll inbound it along where? They're going to give them the baseline? No, they're going to give it right next to the Greenwood bench. Pilar Handy can inbound it near half court to Jaden Court. She gets it back from Velasquez. Throws in the corner to Burke. Looked like she was going to attack baseline, dribble, and then it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russellville.
The thing against this press or pressure defense like Greenwood is doing, you got to keep the ball moving.
Rain Thone will check in for the Lady Cyclones, a 5'7" junior. Russellville beat the press that first time, but it's just relentless the way they run it. It's caused a lot of teams problems. Fisher on the left wing will launch a 3, no good. Long rebound comes to Thone, who just checked in. We have no score. 45 seconds into this game. Thone, a pass to Ely, and now in the front court to Velasquez. And Lady Cyclones going to be whistled for an over and back. Velasquez tried to give it to Pilar Handy, but her feet were not established in the front court. She had just crossed, and you have to have both feet in the front court before you catch the basketball. And so that turnover by Russellville gives the ball over to Greenwood. Ali Saki will launch a long 3. Nothing but net for Ali Saki. She's a fantastic basketball player. She's actually even better softball player if that's possible. Her dad's the head coach here at Greenwood, a softball team. And she was starting on that team as a 9th grader. There's a pull-up three-pointer. This by Court. This one no good. Greenwood leading it 3-0 in the front court. It's Cartwright taking all-way shot blocked out of bounds. Never really got up above her head because it was swatted out of bounds by Talia Ely. They'll inbound it on the right baseline quickly into Saki. Three-pointer from the corner. No good. Backside rebound, though, by Fisher. And she'll dribble out to the three-point line and then throw it to the top of the key. And Shea Goodwin, who checked in the game for Greenwood, the senior. Goodwin, number 25, has the basketball on the right wing. Crossover dribble trying to drive. Throws it down inside to Saki. Shot no good. Rebound. Saki goes to the floor in order to get it. Gets it now to Fisher. She'll miss the jumper from 15. And Rain Thone with it for Russell, and she's going to be fouled in the back court. This is going to be on Ali Saki. Now, any fans of Razorback basketball for many years, and Nolan Richards know that when you press, you're going to foul more. And Greenwood, that's why they're going to circle a lot of people in and out. That's the first foul called on the Lady Bulldogs. Lady Cyclones in the back court. Pilar Handy. Bounce pass in the front court comes to Rain Thone. 2-on-2. Do they want to attack? Nope. Jaden Court will dribble out to the left wing and get it out to the top of the key in Velasquez. 3-0 our score. The Lady Cyclones trailing. Just under 6 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Thone in the corner to Talia Ely, who's behind the three-point line, trying to go inside with a bounce pass to Handy. It never got to her. Turnover, Russellville. Haven Clements, a long pass down the floor, caught by Fisher and shot blocked by the guy part of the body. I don't think Ely was trying to go for the block, but the foul, I think, is going to be on Pilar Handy. And that'll be her first and the first foul on the Lady Cyclones, and it'll send Fisher to the free throw line to shoot 2.
That's what we said in pregame. Russellville's got to get back on defense so we can eliminate any baskets underneath the basket behind us.
First free throw was good. Second free throw also good. 5-0 our score. Greenwood leading with 5:37 left to play here in the first quarter. Pilar Handy the backcourt, double team. Floated over the double team, gets it to Ely and off to Velasquez. Still in the backcourt, a bounce pass in the front court to Ely. And now the Lady Cyclones on the move. Court launches a 3 from the right wing, no good. Handy trying to save it in bounds. She does. Reverse layup won't go. Greenwood with the rebound, and that's Clemens, and she'll get it ahead to Fisher. Brings it up the left side of the floor. Takes it all the way in. Left-handed layup rolls off the iron. Tipped, and let's see, coming away with it is Clemens. And she'll get it in the corner to Ali Saki. She'll launch the three. That one's good. Ali Saki with 2 threes in the game, and Coach Court wants to take a timeout. The Lady Cyclones trailing here 8-0. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Lady Cyclone Basketball on 102.3.
Hey guys, this is Carl Kirtley with Centennial Bank. Now more than ever, Centennial Bank is proud to cheer all the student athletes in the River Valley. Centennial Bank believes the teachers, administrators, and staff of our local schools help make our communities great, and we applaud their persistence, preparation, and hard work during these difficult times. Centennial Bank invites you to be a part of this great tradition and show your support this season. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back after the timeout. Lady Cyclones going to inbound it, facing off against this press of Greenwood. Russell trailing 8-0. Velasquez in the front court with a pass to Rain Thone. Doesn't have the numbers. Her pass tipped and deflected and goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russellville.
One thing that, or two things that Greenwood's getting away with is when they're dribbling the ball, they're pushing off, and they like to rebound over your back.
Long three made by Ali Saki. 3 threes for Saki. She has 9, and they lead it 11-0. In the back court is Ely to Pilar Handy. She'll pass to the front court over the head of Jaden Court. Can she save it in bounds? She can. It goes out of bounds and belonging to Greenwood. So far, the turnovers for Russellville is happening in the front court, not the back court.
Yeah.
Saki, they do get out on her because she's launched some open threes. Has one here open in the corner. This one no good. I think she's 3 of 5, though. On the rebound, we'll have a jump ball, and it'll belong to Greenwood. Alternating possession. They'll inbound along the baseline. 11-0 our score. Greenwood leading over the Lady Cyclones. Inbounds pass comes to Fisher. She'll shoot it from 3. No good. Rebound follow is no good by Cartwright, but she's going to shoot 2 as we have a foul on Russellville. It's on Pilar Handy, and that's her second. Just the second team foul called on Russellville. And Cartwright to the line, has not scored in this game. Free throw is no good, off the iron. Gets the second one to go. And it's 12-0 our score. Lady Cyclone just feel like got to get something positive on the offensive side. They've broken the press, but that's been about it. They haven't gotten many looks at the basket. Long pass down the floor, caught by Ely. A 2-on-2, gets in the corner. Rain Thone's three-pointer. This one no good. Ely trying to keep it alive, tips it, and it rolls out to Jaden Court at the top of the key. She's being chased by 2 people, gives it up to Rain Thone. Back now near the right side to Velasquez. Throws it along the baseline to Ely. She's about 18 feet away. Back to the top and Jaden Court. Now Ely catching it behind the three-point line in the corner. It has the ball knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Shea Goodwin. And Russell will inbound it in the corner. Pilar Handy be the trigger man. Got to get in quick. She gets it to Velasquez at the free throw line. Back to Pilar, faking the 3. Now to Jaden Court. Court double team, will dribble away from it. Throws it now wide open inside, and a 3-second in the lane violation is going to be called on Russellville. Ely was going to have a shot at a layup there. She heard the whistle right as she was going up with it. That's a tough one. That's just the 3-second lane violation. This is not called, but it's always called at a bad time, seems like. At the top for Greenwood is Goodwin. Left side, Fisher. She'll launch another 3. She hasn't connected on any of them and doesn't there. Rebound in the corner comes to Velasquez. You get to Ely. Now Jaden Court. Tried to go to Jaden Court, but it was intercepted by Cartwright. Hits Ali Saki. Her shot blocked as she goes to the floor hard. Fouled by Talia Ely. That'll be number 1 on Ely. And not a lot of things going right for Russellville as they trail it 12-0 here. And at the line will be Ali Saki, and she's holding her right arm or elbow. She hit hard over there. Going to stay in the game right now.
Well, Russellville, one thing that we're doing, we're telegraphing our passes, and we got to just quit that.
First free throw is no good. 3:08 left to play here in the first quarter. Russell trailing 12-0. St. Ridley, she missed them both. I wonder if that fall on the elbows hurting her a little bit. Missed 2 free throws. Lady Cyclones with the rebound. Ely going to bring it up the floor herself. One-headed pass in the corner. Caught by Gracie Campbell, who's in the game for Russellville, the 5'11 junior. Now here's an interception by Greenwood. Fisher going back the other direction will slow it up. Gets it to Cartwright behind the three-point line. Goes to the high post, feeds it to Ali Saki, and she's going to be fouled. It's too far underneath the basket. So the shot didn't go in, but she's going to go shoot 2. Gracie Campbell whistled for her first personal foul. Saki, who has 9 points, she's hit 3 threes, missed the last 2 free throws. First one's good. Now she's in double figures here. 2:45 left to play here in the first quarter. Lady Cyclones trailing 13-0. Megan Gray, number 11, a junior for Greenwood, into the game. Lady Cyclones with 3 games this week. They play tomorrow night at Valonia and then home on Friday against Van Buren. Second free throw is no good. Gracie Campbell there with the rebound. Ely now gets it to Jaden Court, still in the backcourt. Jaden sees the double team coming, over to Ely. Ely pass in the front court, caught by Velasquez. In the corner now. Here's open for 3 was Gracie Campbell. Missed that one. Gray has the rebound, pushing it up the floor. Gets it to Fisher, left side. Cross-court pass, caught by Saki. Now to the high post is Clements. Takes it right side of the lane, off the glass and in with her shot. Her first basket. It's now 15-0. Velasquez in the backcourt. Long pass down the floor. Caught by Thone. Gets it to Campbell on the right side. To the top of the key, and Jaden double team in the corner. Rain Thone, three-pointer. This one no good. We can't buy a basket. We're getting some open looks, and that one just rolled off. Greenwood back the other direction. Is Gray. Stops left side. Fisher banks in a 3. Good grief. She's missed everything she shot, but she banks one in, and that was not a good bank. There's no way she meant to do that. But when you're going right, everything's going right for you, and everything going right for Greenwood right now, leading it by 18 here in the first quarter. In the front court is Gracie Campbell. Gives it off to Jaden, top of the key, three-pointer. This one won't go. Ely's in there to get the rebound, goes back up, shot no good. Tipped, Ali Saki has it, goes to the floor with her dribble, keeps it alive, gets it off to Abby Summit, and here come the Lady Bulldogs. Fisher to Summit, little 15-footer from the right side is good. 20-0, Greenwood leading. I tell you, this is not the best team in 5A. I don't know who is. Only 3 losses for Greenwood this year have been to 6A opponents: Conway, Bentonville, and Fort Smith Northside. Rain Thone, right side, three-pointer won't go. Rebound, Ali Saki has it, and did she step out of bounds? We got a foul. We got a foul called on Gracie Campbell. These threes, we're not missing by much. They were off the iron, or Rains on the far side hit the iron twice. So just a little bit off, but just enough, though, where you miss it, and Greenwood's off and running. Brenna Burke back in the game for Russell, replacing Rain Thone. Pilar Handy in the game. She replaces Talia Ely. Here's having a missed shot. Blocked out of bounds? No, just lost out of bounds by Cartwright, and it belongs to the Lady Cyclones. Greenwood thought it was off of Russellville, and a couple of them were thinking, let's get the play in. Lady Cyclones going to inbound it underneath Greenwood's basket. Jaden, the trigger man, will get it out to Gracie Campbell. Still in the backcourt. Here's Sarah Velasquez. Pass ahead, caught by Jaden. Now Pilar Handy in the front court. You beat the 10-second count. Cross-court pass comes to Velasquez. She drives to the free throw line, then has the ball taken away by Shea Goodwin. It's a 3-on-2. Goodwin dribbling in traffic, pulls up from about 10 feet on that right side and gets her first basket. 22-point lead for Greenwood. In the front court for Russellville, cross-court pass, picked off by Madison Cartwright. Saved it inbound, Summit, and here come the Lady Bulldogs. They're just relentless. Floater, little runner from 15's no good. Velasquez for Russellville has the rebound. We've come to the end of the first quarter. Lady Cyclones did not score, just a disaster first quarter for Russellville as they trail 22-0. We'll take a break. You're listening to Lady Cyclone Basketball on 102.3.
KCJC, Darknell, Russellville.
You guys play the best country of all.
River Country. KCJC.
Welcome back, the Lady Cyclones. Trailing 20-0 in a disastrous first quarter. You know what we thought the issue was going to be how they handled the press. They actually beat the press for the most part. I think maybe one, maybe two turnovers in the back court.
Yeah, the press hasn't bothered the Lady Cyclones at all.
But it's an inability to get some shots and get some shots to fall. Here's Brent Burke on her drive to the basket as we start the second quarter, and Brenna's going to be fouled. Just the second team foul called. And, I thought the pressing teams get fouled or get called on fouls. That's just the second foul called on Greenwood there. And nice big scoreboard on both places, but they run so many different things you never actually see. They don't put fouls on there, they just put team fouls. So I don't know who that one was on. First free throw is good by Brenna Burke, and that's the first point of the game for Russellville.
That is.
Yep, they had up 3 up there. We'll count it if they want to count the free throw as a 3. They take it off, and now Brenna hits both of them. She came into the game 93% from the free throw line. Lady Cyclones trailing 22-2. Near the top is 25 Shea Goodwin. Gets along the baseline. A drive by Anna Trusty's not there, the freshman. And now in the corner, here's Abby Summit. She'll launch a long 2. Her foot was on the line. She's got 4 points, 24-2. The Lady Cyclones trailing. It's a makeup game due to COVID issues. Lady Cyclones with another 3 games this week. And, in fact, tomorrow night at Valonia, a tough game. Ball was out of bounds. Last touch by Greenwood. It'll belong to Russellville right at half court. 7:14 left to play here in the second quarter. Russellville trailing 24-2. Now, people are always wanting to know the score. I give it to you, but sometimes when it's like this, I don't want to say it as much. Jaden Court. Double team gets the pass off to Pilar. Back to Jaden. She'll go in the corner to Gracie Campbell. Left open, corner 3 is no good. Rebound, Madison Cartwright, and Coach Clay Reeves says push. He wants the ball pushed up the floor. Pass deflected out of bounds by Talia Ely, who jumped out there to swat the ball away as it was being passed along the right wing.
Russellville's not missing those threes very much. It's just off just a little.
Just a little bit. Cartwright fakes the 3. She'll drive in. Little 10-footer won't go. Pilar Handy grabbing the rebound with one hand.
Defense by the Lady Cyclones on that drive.
Just and plus just giving up one shot there. Here's Brenna Burke. Bounce pass along the baseline is going to be intercepted by Goodwin. Goodwin in transition, taking it all the way. Right-handed layup from left side won't go. Pilar Handy with the rebound. Gets it off to Jaden Court. Pilar could have been fouled there. Russell fans below us are screaming for that one because they thought there was a reach in there. Cross-court pass in the front court. It's going to be picked off by Greenwood. Here come the Lady Bulldogs. Left-handed finger roll is good there by Abby Summit. She's got 6. Lady Cyclones trailing 26-2 now.
You just can't throw across court against somebody like Greenwood.
The pass deflected and stolen away by the Lady Bulldogs. Ahead to Cartwright. Layup partially blocked by Ely. No good, but the rebound is put up and in by Anna Trusty. 28-2 our score. Sometimes we have to pause when they score because when somebody scores, the scoreboard goes completely blank and it shows like little fireworks in the person's name, and we can't see what the score is because they take it completely off. Here's a 15-footer missed by Campbell. Gets her own rebound, tried to throw it out to Jaden Court. Pass was deflected. Trusty has it for Greenwood in the front court. Gray, open, 3-pointer. This one's no good. Underneath, Trusty has it, but puts it up and in for Anna Trusty. She's got 4, and it's 30-2. 5:19 left to play here in the first half. Pilar Handy in the front court for Russellville. Bounce pass near the high post is picked off by Gray. It's a 2-on-1. Pass ahead to Trusty. Layup good. They're just relentless, man. Their defense, even if you break the press, it's just relentless. It seems like Greenwood's got 7 players out there is what it seems like. That's what the defense is like. A pass out of bounds by Russellville. It belongs to the Lady Bulldogs. Rain Thone will check in, replacing Gracie Campbell. And Greenwood in our conference so far, in their 4 conference victories, their closest game has been 19 points. It's just nobody really challenging the Lady Bulldogs. Top of the key, 3-pointer is good by Abby Summit. Boy, if they're playing like this, I don't know anybody can stop them. If they're playing like this, if they don't win state, there ought to be an investigation. If they're gonna light it up like this, they are unbelievable tonight. Pilar Handy on her drive, little spin move in the lane. Shot rolls off the iron. There's Talia Ely with the follow and the foul. Count the basket. She's going to the free throw line for the and one.
Good offensive rebound by Ely. And the good thing I like about that, I don't think she put the ball on the floor, just took it right back up.
Free throw is good by Talia. We have a substitution. Ali Saki back in the game for Greenwood. Lady Cyclones trailing 35-5. Saki at the top of the key. Gets inside now to Summit. Back to Saki. She'll go back to Summit. Deeper, close to the corner. 3-pointer. Barely grazes the iron, but the rebound comes to the Lady Bulldogs. Saki left side of the lane. Shot deflected out of bounds. I don't know who got a hand on if that was Ely or Thone, but it'll belong to Greenwood along the baseline. 4:03 left to play here in the first half. Inbounds pass comes in the corner. They get it right back in the corner to Clemens, who had passed it inbounds. Saki has it now baseline, double team. Bounce pass near the high post to Clemens. Kicks it out, top of the key. 3-pointer rattles in for Kinley Fisher. She has 8 points, 38-5. This is not a reflection on Russellville. This is a reflection on how good Greenwood is. Remember, Russellville is also 4-0 in conference play, and they're 10-5 on the year. But Greenwood is just this good, and they're hitting on all cylinders as we have a timeout. We'll take a break. Lady Cyclones trailing 38-5 against Greenwood. You're listening to Lady Cyclone Basketball on 102.3.
Hey guys, this is Carl Kirtley with Centennial Bank. Now more than ever, Centennial Bank is proud to cheer all the student athletes in the River Valley. Centennial Bank believes the teachers, administrators, and staff of our local schools help make our communities great, and we applaud their persistence, preparation, and hard work during these difficult times. Centennial Bank invites you to be a part of this great tradition and show your support this season. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back. Lady Cyclones trailing 38-5. Coach Court using one of his timeouts there. And he's got 3 more left. Rain Thone gets in the front court. It was over the right wing. Remember, early on, Lady Cyclones had some open looks, just not hitting a 3 early on. Fell behind, and it's just snowballed from there. A missed shot by Ely, and it was knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Russellville.
Well, that was a good play by Russellville underneath. Just couldn't get the ball to go over the rim.
There's Fisher at the top. Saki calling for it. She's hit 3 threes in this game. Fakes it, drives, gets it on the left side. Gray, she'll launch 3 and hit nothing but net. How about that? She's a bench player knocking it down like that. I think everybody on this team can hit 3s. Greenwood commanding 41-5 lead. Rain Thone catches the pass from Ely. 3-pointer is good for Rain. That's her 13th made 3 on the season. 41-8 our score. Saki trying to answer right side. This one no good. Long rebound caught by Pilar Handy. She'll give it up to Brenna Burke, and here come the Lady Cyclones. Trailing though 41-8 on the cross-court pass there is deflected, and we got part of the arm. It's going to be on Ali Saki, and she just picked up, is that her second? Yeah, her second, and the 4th team foul on Greenwood. It's Thone, Burke, Court, Handy, and Ely on the floor for Russellville. And bounce pass comes half-court circle to Jaden Court. We bounce pass right back to her. Brenna Burke will launch the 3. This one did a donut and back out. When I say in and out, that's exactly what it's been happening for Russellville, and that one goes in and out. Greenwood, Alisaki, no-look pass on the right side. Cartwright three-pointer won't go. Burke with the rebound. Dodges a man. She'll bring it to the front court herself and dribble over along the right wing. Cross-court pass caught by Thone. Feeds it down low to Pilar Handy. Works in the lane. Along her little drive. She'll get the and one. Got that one to go off the glass. And Pilar's first point of the game. And Fisher has been just picked up her second personal foul. 15 foul on Greenwood. Both teams with 5 fouls. Greenwood just circling in players. They're playing about 9 right now, but they're just almost seems like every dead ball, at least one person's coming in. They got 3 that circled in now. Pilar 67% from the free throw line this year. Free throw is good. Lady Cyclones trail 41-11. 2:07 left to play here in the first half. Here's right in the corner. Might have got away with a walk there, but the pass is deflected off the hands of Clemens, and Ely picked it up for Russellville. Rain Thone gets it off to Burke. She'll bring it to the front court. We have a blocking foul called. I wonder if they're going to call that. Madison Cartwright just stuck her leg out enough. Burke got around it, but there was contact there. And I was wondering if they're going to call that. A little late whistle, but it was the right call. 1:50 left to play here in the first half. Lady Cyclones trailing 41-11. And Jaden Court in the front court. She'll launch the three from the right side. This one won't go. Underneath, Pilar with the follow. Pilar Handy, the offensive board. And she's got 5 points for Russellville. Fisher in the front court for Greenwood quickly down the floor. Cartwright started her drive. Open in the corner is Trusty. Feeds it inside to Fisher. Back out. Cartwright, three-pointer. This one no good. It hits off the iron a couple times. Pilar Handy with the, Talia Ely with the rebound. Gives it off to Burke, and Burke will slow it up just enough for the people getting the front court. A bounce pass to Ely, and she got off to Thone. Here's Pilar in the corner, faking the three. She'll drive inside in the lane. Off the glass, no good. With the rebound is Summit for Greenwood. Pretty good offensive possession there for Russellville. Just couldn't convert on that. Fisher's drive, she's fouled by Rain Thone, and Fisher going to the free throw line. That's number 1 on Rain, and the 16th foul called on Russellville.
That's a good foul, keeping her from scoring the layup.
Yeah, I think the Cyclone fans below us, they didn't think it was a foul at all. But either way, you don't want to give up the layup there. And Fisher going to shoot 2. She is now 3 of 3 from the line. She has 9 points. They already have one player in double figures. That's Alisaki, who has 10. Second free throw is also good. Now Fisher with 10 points. 2 threes and 4 free throws. Final minute of the first half for Russellville, trailing 43-13. There's a bounce pass that goes off the leg and picked up by Trusty for Greenwood. Feeds it to Cartwright. Stops from about 8 feet away. Shot too strong off the backboard. Lady Cyclones have it. Jaden will bring it up the floor. Pass ahead to the high post. Handy gives it off to Ely. Her drive along the baseline. It's a layup. Ely has 5. Lady Cyclones trail 43-15. There's a deflection and an interception. Goes off the hands of Cartwright there, right in the hands of Ely. Burke has it. About to cross the timeline. She get a pass off. She does to Handy in the front court. Pilar gets it to Jaden on the left side. Double team. Back to Brenner near the top. 14 seconds left to shoot before the end of the first half. Thone shakes her man. Right side cross-court pass to Brenna Burke. 6 seconds to shoot. Bounce pass down low. Beautiful pass from Brenna to Talia Ely for the layup.
That's what happens when you double team in the lane. Somebody's going to be open underneath the basket.
Coming to the end of the first half. Tough first half for Russellville. Tough first quarter, but they bounced back, played pretty well in that second quarter, scoring 17 points in the second quarter, but they trail here 43-17. We'll take a break. You're listening to Lady Cyclone Basketball on 102.3.
Why trust River Valley Tinting and Glass? Well, River Valley Tinting and Glass is family-owned business, and they take care of their customers like family too. So remember, your local auto, residential, and commercial glass and tinting company, River Valley Tinting and Glass. Check out their work on Facebook or call 890-5839 to get an estimate. Or you could always come by 2202 East 2nd Street to see all they can do for you. From a business you can trust, River Valley Tinting and Glass. class.
Cozy Furniture on East Parkway across from Comfort Inn and Suites loves and supports the Russellville Cyclones. Come in and see Joey and Dee, your local expert Tempur-Pedic dealers, and get the mattress of your dreams delivered to you free of charge. Check out Cozy Furniture on Facebook and Instagram or shop online at koziihome.com today. Come visit the knowledgeable staff at Cozy Furniture, where the River Valley shops for Tempur-Pedic. Go Cyclones.
This is Dr. Christy Bartlett at St. Mary's Regional Medical Center. Our world has changed a lot in a short time, but your health and safety remain our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care you need. St. Mary's is here for you today and always.
As a frontline healthcare worker today, you are pushed to the absolute limit every time you step on the floor. But as heroes tend to do, you press forward. Trinity Home Health would like the physicians, mid-level providers, nurses, and assistants to know that you are not alone. Trinity gives your patients they deserve through specialized services like their patient transitional care program, greatly reducing rehospitalization and putting your mind at ease. Find Trinity Home Health River Valley on Facebook. Trinity Home Health, compassion, integrity, excellence.
Welcome back, Lady Cyclones trailing here at the half, 43-17. A tough first half for Russellville, but really, if you look at it, tough first quarter. Lady Cyclones did not score in that first quarter. Had some open looks, couldn't get anything to go down. They trailed at the end of the first quarter 20-0. Now the second quarter was 23-17 Greenwood. Lady Cyclones made some headway as far as scoring, but just couldn't get any closer than that. And right now down big. And I'm not trying to make excuses. Again, if you're tuning in and say, well, what's wrong with Russellville? This is what Greenwood plays. They have they're 4-0 in conference play, and they defeated Siloam Springs by 39 points. They blew out Mountain Home. I think the score there at one point was 26-1 or something like that. The second best team in the conference, people think, is Valonia, and Greenwood blew them out. They're the #1 team in 5A for a reason. So this is not a reflection on Russellville, but Greenwood firing on all cylinders, and they lead it here at halftime. Your thoughts of the first half?
Well, Russellville started doing in the second quarter what we talked about in pregame. They started getting the ball underneath, driving toward the basket, drawing the defense to them. Once you double team in that line, somebody's going to be open underneath that basket, and that's what happened. 2 to 3 times we were able to get the ball to Ely, and she scored. Now, Handy was able to drive on this defense, and she made a shot underneath the basket, so we're getting the shots there. We're not hitting the threes. We're only 1 of 10, but we're not off that much, so what do? You keep shooting. If you're not off that much, that touch will come, and you keep shooting those threes. Greenwood, they shot 16 threes, but only made 7 of them. They were 6 of 10 from the free throw line. Now, they got away with some calls, I think. Slapping at the ball, trying to steal the ball. They on rebounds, they came over the back a couple of times, no calls made. Of course, I'm prejudiced. I'm for Russellville. I think that we didn't get some calls that we should have. But again, Russellville in that second quarter was playing their game.
Well, looking at this game, I mean, what you're hoping if you're a Cyclone fan, let's be honest, probably not going to come back, but you never give up. What you want to do is, with 3 games this week and a tough game tomorrow night at Valonia, you want to do 2 things. First of all, you want something positive to happen in the second half and get it where these kids' heads aren't down. Secondly, I hate talking like this, but you want to get through this game healthy because the Lady Cyclones have had a couple injuries going and players playing through it, so you want to make sure they're healthy for tomorrow night's game at Valonia. We're at the half, 43-17 our score. We'll take a break, come back, give the scoring statistics of the first half for Russellville. You're listening to Lady Cyclone Basketball on 102.3.
Feltner's Athletes Corner clearance sale is now in progress. Save up to 30% on Asics, Brooks, New Balance, Keen, and Chaco. Save 30% or more on apparel from the North Face, Columbia, Patagonia, Mountain Khaki, Kavoo, Under Armour, Nike, and many more. Feltner's Athletes Corner, 2320 West Main Street in Russellville. Open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
Hey, it's Drew Mitchell for Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery. Lakeside is really proud this year to be sponsoring our local sports all throughout the River Valley. They're committed to the area. It's just another way they show that. When you're in the market for dentures, wisdom teeth, or whatever the case may be, remember Lakeside Oral, Facial, and Dental Implant Surgery, and check out their website at lakesideofs.com. Lakeside Oral Surgery, helping make the broadcast of local sports throughout the River Valley possible.
Money, they say it greases the wheels of commerce. Everybody has to have a little now and again. If you're a little low on cash, bring your old, unwanted, or broken gold or silver jewelry, Joshua's Fine Jewelry, and let us convert it into beautiful brand new cash. Take your girl for a night on the town, buy your mom something nice. If you're not using it, sell it for top dollar at Joshua's Fine Jewelry in beautiful downtown Russellville.
How many times have you had to go without your heating or your air unit when you needed it most? Your family's freezing or sweating and they look to you for relief. You call someone and they say it's going to cost an arm and a leg to fix. Do you really feel like you have a choice? Well, now you do. Call Tony at Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air at 496-4004 for a free second opinion from a guy you can trust to take care of you and your family and get that unit running without all the extra charges. Arkansas River Valley Heating and Air.
Welcome back. The Lady Cyclones trailing at halftime by a score of 43-17. The Lady Cyclones in that first half were led by Talia Ely with 7 points, Pilar Handy with 5, 3 points for Rain Thone and 2 points for Brenna Burke. That's it. Velasquez, Jaden Court, Gracie Campbell all played but did not score. For Greenwood, they had 2 players in double figures. Ali Saki was the first one to get it. She had 10 points. Kinley Fisher with 10 points and 9 points for Abby Summit. Lady Cyclones will be in action tomorrow night. They'll tip off about 6 o'clock here on 102.3 as they travel to Valonia. We'll have a boys game after that also at about 7:30. Remember, the boys are also undefeated, and they're the two-time defending conference champions, and last year took it away from Valonia and they're at their place, and I'm sure that the Eagles are remembering that, ready for it. An odd thing for Valonia this year, they're being coached, the girls and boys team, being coached by the same guy. Jeremy Simon, who was a boys coach last year, is coaching girls also this year. But remember, he's from Valonia. Before that, he was actually the Wonderview girls coach, so he has some experience there coaching girls basketball. That'll be tomorrow night. We'll be on the air on 102.3 a little bit before 6 o'clock, and the tip-off happening at 6 for the girls and at 7:30 for the guys. We're going to have about a 60-second break, Stephen, if that's okay, and then come back with the second half. Lady Cyclones trailing 43 to Lady Cyclone basketball on 102.3.
How can I help you?
Can you turn on the porch light? I can't see anything.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Not every innovation is helpful, but the new ITMs at First State Bank can help you achieve your banking needs at the push of a button. Interact with local tellers, cash a check, and more, right from your car. Plus, ITMs are open weekdays from 7 to 7. To learn more about First State Bank's new innovative services, go to fsbitm.com.
Maybe you're moving some dirt around the house. Got jobs to do. Well, maybe you don't have what you need. River Valley Tractor has it, and they have great prices and great people. They treat people like you would expect to treat family. Kubota has you covered. Construction equipment, farm equipment, zero-turn mowers. Go by today and see the family at River Valley Tractor, 702 Weir Road in Russellville. Call them today at 968-3795. That's 968-3795.
As we start off, they missed a three. Ali Saki did, but they got the on rebound. Fisher, a drive in the lane, no good. Follow is no good by Haven Clemens, but she's fouled and going to the free throw line for the first time. That's going to be on Talia Ely, her second. And Lady Cyclones have 3 players with 2 fouls. Pilar Handy, Gracie Campbell, and now Talia Ely. First free throw by Haven Clemens is no good. 43-17 as we're early going third quarter here. Both these teams 4-0 in conference. Bologna sitting there right behind them at 5-1. Second free throw, no good. Pilar Handy with the rebound. I bet she's going to be close to double-digit rebounds before this game's over. Quite a few in that first half. Pilar Handy. Pass ahead in the front court, caught by Thone. Leaves it for Jaden Court. Stops at the top of the key. Along a two-pointer, they say, is missed. Clemens with the rebound. Here comes Lady Bulldogs. They're going to wait, give it to Fisher. In the corner there, she'll launch the three, and this one good. Kinley Fisher shot a lot of threes, but she's made 3 of them. She was cold to start the game. Knocks that one down, 46-17 our score. Greenwood leading. Jaden Court, not any points so far. They're really keying on her, and why wouldn't you? As much as she scored last week in the 3 games. They go inside. Ely, little baby hook shot is good by Talia, and she's got 9. And now we have a timeout called by Coach Ryan Court immediately after the basket. That little hook shot, nice feed into her. Finish that thought, Jaden Court. Remember, she had 22 points, 19 points, and 20 points last week in the 3 games as Lady Cyclones went 3-0 last week against Mountain Home, Greenbrier, and Siloam Springs.
No question. They've heard about Court. They're not only double-teaming her. One time when she had the ball close to the lane, there was 3 defenders on her. So she's getting a reputation.
I'll say if this doesn't change, we might be looking at a mercy rule. Hope not, but that would happen only in the 4th quarter. As it is right now, the Lady Cyclones trailing 46-19. And Coach Court calling this, I think he was wanting a 30. They had telling him they had a full timeout. They even announced a full timeout, but he said he only wanted 30. So I don't know if that's allowed, but both teams are standing up, so I think they're treating it like it's a 30-second timeout. That's why I didn't want to go to a break. Stephen Berry, our engineer, back at studios. He's pulling double duty. We're going to have Arkansas Tech basketball as they take on Harding after this. The Golden Suns game was canceled with Harding due to COVID issues on the Lady Bison team. Here's Greenwood with the basketball. Shea Goodwin throwing it to the top, and that is Fisher, Kinley Fisher. They go to the high post, and Clemens gets in the corner. Faking a 3 is Madison Cartwright. Bounce pass, and nobody's there but Talia Ely. Ely with the steal. Lady Cyclones in the backcourt. Burt gives it off to Ely. Goes off her hands in the front court. Out of bounds. Last touch by Greenwood. It'll belong to Lady Cyclones as Shea Goodwin was the last person to touch it for the Lady Bulldogs. 6:32 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Lady Cyclones trailing 46-19. Inbounds pass comes to Thone in the front court. She got it from Jaden. Brenna Burke has it near the right side. Bounce pass over to Rain. Knocked down a 3 for Lady Cyclones in the first half. Jaden Court held scoreless. She pulls up from the right side, hits the baseline jumper. Jaden with the basket. Here comes Greenwood right back. A layup missed by number 25, Shea Goodwin, and the rebound, Talia Ely underneath. She took it away from 2 Lady Bulldogs. 46-21 our score. Lady Cyclones trailing. Gets it to Thone. Tries to go inside along the baseline to Pilar Handy. Gives it in the lane to Jaden Court. Her 10-footer won't go. Good open look for Russell. That shot just didn't go. Now feeding it. Cartwright takes it left side of the lane, and she'll draw the foul. It's going to be on Rain Thone, her second. That last offensive possession wasn't bad by Russellville. Pilar Handy had to tip it to herself in order to keep it along the baseline. Drove inside and gave it off to Jaden. Missed the jumper from inside the lane. First free throw is no good by Madison Cartwright. She only has a point in this game. Now 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Second one is good. Both times she's hit 1 of 2, and both times she's hit the second one. Burke gets the inbounds pass. We'll tell you the score here in a minute. They take off the scoreboard to show fireworks on just about every point made. 47-21, Lady Cyclones trailing. Ely double-teamed in the front court, gets it to Jaden along that right side, dribbles out behind the arc, picks up a dribble, cross-court pass to Thone, fakes a pass along the baseline to Brenna Burke at the top, right back to Thone. Skip pass over to Jaden, back to the top to Burke. Lady Cyclones working the basketball around here, around the arc. Here's a step inside the three-point line, shot missed by Jaden, and it's tipped, and Jaden can't save it in bounds. It was tipped out by Ely, and just out of the reach of Jaden Court. 47-21 our score. Lady Cyclones trailing. 5:11 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. The front court for Greenwood was Fisher. They go just inside the arc to Clemens. Takes it down the middle of the lane. Layup good. Haven Clemens has 4. 49-21. Lady Cyclones trailing. Brenna Burke fakes the long pass, dribbles, and now throws a two-handed pass down to Ely. Had it knocked away, saves it. No, she can't save it in bounds. It'll belong to the Lady Bulldogs.
If we could ever get a long pass, we'd have an easy layup.
Yeah, she's trying to get to all that. Clemens taking all the way. Sorry, that was Cartwright. Her shot was blocked by Ely. Greenwood with it back, though. Fisher, top of the key three-pointer is good by Kinley Fisher. She has 16 in the game for the Lady Bulldogs. Rain thrown in the backcourt for Russellville, and now traveling is going to be the call on Rain. A couple substitutions coming in for the Lady Bulldogs. It's Gray and Summit, and they replace Goodwin and Cartwright. 52-21, Lady Cyclones trailing as Greenwood inbound it along their baseline. They go inside to Clemens. Throws in the corner, three-point try for Trusty. This one rims out. Tipped and out of bounds. Last touch by, they say, Russellville, and it'll belong to Greenwood on the left baseline. How about that one? But inbound along the left wing. And now traveling is going to be the call on Anna Trusty. Well, the basketball gods didn't think it was their ball anyway, so we got it back. Rain Thone will inbound it. Full court pressure. Still by Greenwood. It's gone the entire game after every made basket or dead ball. Long pass down the floor. Caught by Ely. Throws it underneath to Pilar Handy. This shot rolls off the iron. With the rebound is Clemens. There was your layup, but Lady Cyclones couldn't cash in on that. Gives it out to the top. Wide open look for Summit. Three-pointer's good. Now the third player for Greenwood in double figures. Abby Summit has 12. 55-21, our score. Greenwood with the lead. Burke in the front court gives it along the corner there to Ely. Beats her man off the dribble and count the basket as she draws the foul. That hit the back of the iron 3 or 4 times before falling through. Nice little drive there by Talia, and she is now in double figures with 11 points.
Yeah, you like to see her drive to the basket. That's good.
Throw won't go. Lady Cyclones trailing 55-23, but 11 points for Talia Ely. In the corner, three-point try by Fisher. This one rattles in. And she wasn't wide open that time. Russell had a hand in her face. She still knocked it down. She has 19 for Greenwood. Pass deflected in the backcourt and stolen away by the Lady Bulldogs. In the corner, Fisher again open for three. This one no good. Rebound, Clemens for Greenwood. Kicks it out. Top of the key three-pointer for Gray. Long three is good by Megan Gray. Every one of these players can hit threes.
Yeah, I like the way Greenwood's this far ahead and they keep pressing. That shows me a lot of class.
Well, hey, they back off a little bit there. 61-23. In the front court is Ely. Gives it off to Jaden Cord. 18-footer from the right side. Won't go. With the rebound is Abby Summit. And Summit in transition. Steps inside the arc. Long two-pointer is good for Abby Summit. And, yeah, I'm just telling you, they're relentless about it. They are backing off now.
Maybe they heard me.
They must have heard you.
I guess the coach has got the radio on over.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I thought the same thing. I thought, man, what's the score got to be before you stop pressing? Nice feed underneath. Great pass from Rain Thone to Pilar Handy, who got the bucket. She's got 7. Lady Cyclones, though, trailing 63-25. 2:25 left to play here in the third quarter. Here's Trusty on her drive. Throws it out. Fisher. Right wing, three-pointer. No good. Long rebound, and it's tipped by Greenwood, and they can't save it. And Rain Thone did a nice job there of shielding a player off who was trying to save it in bounds. Gracie Campbell in the game replacing Talia Ely, who gets a much-needed rest. Talia with 11 points in this game. Had 7 in the second quarter alone. Remember, Lady Cyclones fell behind early, did not score at all in the first quarter, as they fell behind 20-0, and it's been all Greenwood ever since. 63-25. Lady Cyclones threw it in the front court and threw it away. Here come the Lady Bulldogs. Long pass down the floor. Trusty. She'll drive. 15-footer from the left elbow is good. She's got 8 points. Burke will bring it up the floor. They're going to trap. She gets the pass past the trap. She saw it coming, and now she tries to go underneath to Pilar Handy, and it either hit the official or was caught by the official who was standing out of bounds. 65-25. There's a pass deflected and stolen away by Gracie Campbell for Russellville. Brenna Burke in the backcourt. Burke, cross-court pass over left side to Rain Thone. Here comes the trap. Gets it back to Burke, right side. Bounce pass to Thone. Her bounce pass deflected but caught by Jaden. He gives it right back to Thone as she was about to fall out of bounds. Open in the corner is Gracie Campbell. Cross-court pass caught by Thone. Left side now to Jaden Court. She'll take it baseline. Nice inside feed to Pilar Handy, who hit the layup, but well before the shot. We got a foul called on Greenwood. And it's on Madison Cartwright, her second. And the second team foul called on Lady Bulldogs. Sorry, that's her third. But the second foul called on Greenwood. Number 3 on Cartwright. Inbounds pass is deflected by Greenwood and stolen away. Cartwright, a 3-on-2. Pass ahead. Layup is good by Anna Trusty. She has 10 points. 67-25. I believe our score, I'm guessing, because they, again, turn off the scoreboard there. There it is, 67-25, 55 seconds left. We've got a reach-in foul called on Maddie Cartwright. That's her fourth. And we have substitutions coming in for Lady Bulldogs. Adriana Rusin, a sophomore, number 32. Ella Williams, number 10, also a sophomore. In the backcourt, Brenna Burke. Crossover dribble, splitting a double team. In the front court, bounce pass in the corner is stolen away by Gray. And here comes the Lady Bulldogs. Gray steps inside the arc, misses the long jumper. We rebound. Gracie Campbell has it. She'll give it off to Brenna Burke. 34 seconds left to play in the first half. In the third quarter, the first half. And as a pass, it's intercepted by Greenwood. This is Trusty, her layup. She's going to be fouled by Brenna Burke. And good hard foul there. She came in from behind, but did it hard enough where it wasn't, she was going for the ball, so it wasn't intentional, and she didn't allow the layup. Trusty going to the free throw line for the first time.
Yeah, that's a good foul.
That's, I believe that's number 2 on Brenna, I think. No, it's number 1 on Brenna. There we go. First free throw is good by Trusty. Has 11 points. 25 seconds left to play here in the third. The Wonder Boys basketball coming up in just under an hour here on 102.3. Second free throw is good. The Wonder Boys taking on Harding at Harding. Brenna Burke, and they get an over-the-back call. And I don't know about that one. I thought that Rain Thone was straddling the half-court line, and if you're straddling, then you're technically on the front court. Maybe they said she had both feet in the front court. I thought she was straddling it. If she is, then it was a bad call. But either way, turnover. They throw it in the back court. Russell does. Here's a Greenwood on the drive. Little 10-footer won't go. Campbell the rebound for Russellville. Lady Cyclones trailing 69-25. Pass in the front court, chased down by Rain Thone. Rain being chased, gets in the corner to Jaden Court. And we've come to the end of the third quarter with our score, Greenwood 69, Russellville 25. We'll take a break. You're listening to Lady Cyclone Basketball on 102.3. It's been a tough game for Russellville. Lady Cyclones trailing here 69-25. And, you know, in order to beat Greenwood, we're talking about you got to have this, you got to be able to do this. And one of the things I kind of said was Greenwood probably needs to help you out a little bit for anybody to beat them. They haven't helped us out a bit. They started the game just on fire, especially from behind the three-point line. And they haven't really let up. They lead it here 69-25, and we have one more quarter of play. Bright spots for Russellville, though, is Talia Ely has 11, Pilar Handy with 7. And if you notice, Sarah Velasquez did not play in that quarter, and I think that was a key point by Coach Court saying, okay, we're going to save her because not only did she is coming back from the knee surgery, she tweaked it a little bit against Greenbrier, and they're wanting to have her healthy for tomorrow night and hopefully for Friday too. Lady Cyclones start the fourth quarter with a basketball. A whole new 5 in there. And we'll give those to you as we call the action here. With the basketballs, number 33, Chloe Bewley. And this is number 11, Mila Wyberny. Here's Greenwood with the steal. Still pressuring, but with some backup players. A missed layup there. And number 15, Madeline Spears, has it for Russellville. Spears, a 5'5 sophomore who is a softball player, and also another softball player, number 14, Paige Thomas. Here's Wyberny, right side, shot up no good, and Thomas tips it out of bounds. It'll belong to Greenwood. Also number 13, Daniela Nunez in the game for Russellville. So Lady Cyclones going to rest their varsity. Again, they have 3 games this week and a game at Valonia tomorrow night. And it's not going to get any easier tomorrow night. Well, I guess a little bit easier. It's not like Greenwood, but they're still pretty good. It'll be a battle for second place tomorrow night. There's a 3-point try is good by Evan Brown, a senior for Greenwood. Makes it 72 points for them to 25. And here's a pass and a steal. Greenwood coming down left side of the lane. Layup good by Cadence Youngwolf. You're on.
Russell's just having a hard time tonight
Spears,
with our passing.
Sorry, Spears pass deflected and stolen away by Greenwood. Bring up left side of the lane is Youngwolf. Cross-court pass, tried to go on that right corner to Ashlyn Cook, the junior, but was well out of her reach.
And another thing the Russell's had a hard time with, especially the first 3 quarters, is what we talked about in pregame. We just could not get in position to get offensive rebounds.
Yeah, I think the whole game is, first of all, Greenwood is really good, but for Russellville, not being able to see those shots fall. And they weren't missing by much.
No.
I don't want to sound like a homer here, but look, their shots were hitting iron, sometimes hitting the iron twice. Not any of those going down. That was a tough way to start. Russell never really could recover. Daniela Nunez goes to her knees in order to save the basketball, throws it out, but it's picked off by the Lady Bulldogs. Coming in from the right side, missing the layup is Williams. Rebound, Wyberny has it for Russellville. Lady Cyclones, though, trailing 74-25. We have the sportsmanship rule going on right now, and so the clock only going to stop on timeouts and injuries, not free throws. 5.5 to go in the ball game. Here's Spears. Dribbles to the right elbow in the corner to Bewley. Bewley gets out up top. Tried to go to Nunez. Ball was tipped away, and it's a breakaway layup for Williams. Her layup is good. Ella Williams, the sophomore, gets in the scoring column, and it's 76-25.
Well, this has been a hard night for Russellville, but it could be a good night for Russellville if we learn some things from it.
Here's a jump ball is going to be called as Paige Thomas was tied up by Williams. It'll belong to the Lady Bulldogs. 76-25 our score. Clock rolling, under 5 minutes to go. Again, Arkansas Tech basketball coming up after this here on 102.3. Tech's on the road, Searcy, to take on Harding. No Golden Sun game because of COVID issues at Harding. Ball almost stolen away by Wyberning. 3-point try in the corner by Williams, no good. There's Paige Thomas with the rebound. There's a battery out there for Russellville, pitcher and catcher for the softball team. Paige Thomas, the catcher, and Madeline Spears, a pitcher. They'll be playing Lady Cyclone softball this year as Madeline Spears, a reach-in foul called as she had the ball knocked away, but the foul's called on Evan Brown, her first. Just the 4th team foul called on Greenwood, so we'll inbound on the far side. 76-25, Lady Cyclones trailing here with 4:05 left to go in the game. Lady Cyclones going to see their winning streak come to an end. I believe a 6-game winning streak or 7-game winning streak. Of course, they won 4 conference games. They won the non-conference. Mount St. Mary's, I think, was the last one before non-conference. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by Greenwood.
Out of bounds, possession to Russellville.
Lady Cyclones will fall to 4-1 on the season. That actually moves them down to 3rd place as they're a half game behind Valonia. They can take over second with a win tomorrow night against the Lady Eagles. Wyberny on the right side, bounce past the high post to Paige Thomas. She'll take it right side of the lane, double team pass, deflected out, intercepted. Young Wolf in the court. She'll stop, shoots the 15-footer. Her knee buckled, and that shot went 8.5 feet into the air instead of 10 feet. Her knee just buckled when she stopped, and she's grabbing her right knee.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. A goal is 10 feet in the air, and that one went 8 feet, 8.5 maybe. And she is. They stopped the game, even though Russellville had it, and that's how ugly it looked. And she walked over and is being attended to by the training staff now. 76-25, the Lady Cyclones trailing here with 3:11 left to play in the ball game. Wyberny in the corner to Chloe Bewley. She'll launch the 3. This one's good. Chloe Bewley, the senior. I think that might be her first basket in varsity action. Congrats to Bewley. Lady Cyclones trailing 76-28. 3-pointer trying to answer and does is Ella Williams. 79-28. There were 2:43 left. Right side, Wyberny will drive, double team, throws it out to Spears, who tipped it over to Daniela. Back to Spears at the top of the key. Bewley can't handle the pass, saves it though before it goes out of bounds. Spears has it near the half-court line. She'll drive right side, pass is deflected and intercepted. It's a 3-on-1. They're going to lob it on the right side there to Brown. Missed the layup. Follow is up and in by Ella Williams. And we have whistle blown just to get some subs in for Greenwood. 81-28. Lady Cyclones trailing here. Clock is rolling. 2:08 left to go in the game. Left side is Daniela Nunez. She's going to launch a three-pointer. This one rattles around a few times, misses it. Paige Thomas tipped it out. It went through the hands of Bewley. Here comes Greenwood. Left-handed layup is going to be a block by Russellville, but they got part of the arm. We may be seeing some free throw shot here by the Lady Bulldogs, or is it just out of bounds? No, it is a foul called on Russellville. And at the line will be number 20, Kate Roselle. Free throw is good by Roselle. 82-28 our score. Second free throw is no good. Paige Thomas trying to corral it, can't. It's going to be controlled by Greenwood and Peyton Tedford. Right side three-pointer is no good by Roselle, and Tedford tried to get the rebound. There's Chloe Bewley who hauls it in for Russellville. Under a minute to play in the basketball game. Bewley on the right wing. Cross-court pass to Daniela. And we have a whistle and a foul. This is going to be on number 34, Tedford.
Her first personal foul.
Paige Thomas, the trigger man, gets it to Wyburn. Shot from left side, no good. Rebound, touched out of bounds. Last touch by Greenwood. Lady Cyclones with 33 seconds left in this ball game. Inbounds pass comes to Wyburn off her hands and out of bounds. Lady Cyclones will move to 10-6 on the season, 4-1 in conference play, and you can't feel sorry for yourself on this one because you got a big game at Valonia tomorrow night. Here's a three-pointer miss. Paige Thomas gets the rebound for Russellville. Pass out to Daniela. She's got 4 seconds, 3 seconds, stops on the right side, kicks it out to Wyburn. Three-pointer on the buzzer, won't go. Lady Cyclones lose it by a score of 82-28. Lady Cyclones were led by Talia Ely, played 3 quarters, got 11 points. 7 points for Pilar Handy, 3 points for Rain Thone, 2 points each for Brenna Burke and Jaden Court. Again, the Lady Cyclones will play tomorrow night, and tip-off for 6 o'clock here on 102.3 and also on Cyclone Booth YouTube. And the boys' game will follow at 7:30.